Hi, I'm Rebecca, and welcome to my podcast, Smashing Through with Rebecca.x. I am so excited you're here on this episode. Topics include life, business, mindset, full of kick-ass content and high energy. Enjoy the podcast, and remember, you too can smash through and keep going always. Your inner peace is sacred, and I'll tell you why. On my Facebook live streams, I always share that there are three things that you need to protect above everything: your mindset, your peace, and your energy. And so it's a bit like wearing a cloak or putting yourself in a bubble. You need to make sure nothing infiltrates them. Now, we are having a human experience. So some things will get to us, and you'll know because you'll go from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. Like, you will rant, you will rave, you will lose your S. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, okay, right, what can we do? We can observe, we can look, we can decipher this, what's going on. But the one thing is that with your inner peace, it is so sacred, it's unbelievable, that you don't need to justify yourself to anyone, validate yourself to anyone, explain yourself to anyone. You don't have to explain what your desires, dreams, and goals are to anybody and try and convince them, because they're within you. They have been given to you for a reason and a purpose. And so you don't also need to get into any debates or arguments or whatever. If you see anything on social media, okay, or hear something on the news or something, and it doesn't align with you, just release and let go. Just go, right, that's not for me. I'm not interested. There's a boundary. I'm not going to let it affect my inner peace. And that is what you need to concentrate on, because you need to protect your inner peace. No one else is going to do it. No one else can do it for you. So you really have to forgive stuff and release and let go. You have to be careful that you are working in the present moment. You're releasing the past and letting go of what was. You are moving forward to the person you're becoming and the person you are, okay, and what is going to happen. But that mystery of the future is unfolding as is, as you're living it day in, day out. You know what I mean? You're living in the present moment day in, day out. So you're writing your future as you're doing it. But the thing is that your inner peace needs to be protected above everything. And holding on to anger, holding on to trauma, not dealing with it, holding on to anything from the past that was negative, anything that anyone said to you way back when, things that have been, experienced way back when. You need to forgive yourself for your reactions, your responses, your actions, whatever you did, because you were only working with the information you had then. And also releasing and letting go things that no longer serve you, align with you, things that are not within your belief system or in your values anymore. Because guess what? You've changed. You are not the same person as you were 5 years ago, even 10 years ago, even last week. You are not the same person. We are all experiencing things day to day very, very differently. And so what we're doing is that we're experiencing things on a human level in the present moment. And so they are precious. Life is precious and it's a gift. And so when we are working with anger, frustration, fear, it's all negative, and it's actually hurting our health, mental health, mindset, body, heart, mind, soul, everything. And so what you need to do, and I help my clients and students with this inside my program Expansion, you can get it at Rebecca.x.biz.com, it's in programs and courses, is that I help my students and clients to actually see things, call things out, have a look at them, acknowledge how they're feeling, where the source and core was of their trauma, their negativity, whatever it is, and then to work through it, reframe it, reflect on it, work through it all, and then really reframe everything and really dive deep into protecting the mindset, their energy, and their inner peace, because all of them combined No one else can protect but yourself. You can actually have mentor like myself who can actually support you, guide you, instill in you, reframe you, everything, but you're the person who needs to do it, protect it, keep it there, hold it safe within yourself. Okay, you're the one that needs to be there. You're the gatekeeper. You're the one there with the flag on the hill. You're the one who's saying no. You're the one who's saying yes. You're the one who's setting the boundaries in place. You can be guided, supported, and helped in order to get to that stage, but the rest is on you. And it's something that you need to continuously do because there's so many outside influences, so many negative things that are trying to get you off course, get you off track, get your soul going in a different direction, whereas you need to stay the course. You need to stand firm. You're in the trenches, stand firm, hold true, trust your path, and step up and lead, which are a few other podcast episodes that I've recorded, number 288 and 289. But in order to do that, you have to say yes to yourself, yes to your inner peace, yes to protecting the mindset, yes to shielding your energy from anything else that is trying to infiltrate that. Okay? Wherever you're currently wanting to manifest for the future, the person and version of yourself that you're becoming, you need to release and let go of other things, whether it's situations, past stories, past trauma, people, all of that. I help with all of this inside expansion. And so you can take off so much pressure and stress off yourself when you can channel into that energy, and you can really forgive yourself and anyone else who needs forgiveness as well, and know that it's not about them, it's all about you not holding on to all this negative stuff. Okay, it's like, holding onto all these suitcases full of negative things, old anchors that are holding you back, negative things, and you keep dragging it round, and you're taking it on the plane, and you're taking it in the car, and you're taking it on the train with you, and on the bus and the tram and the journey, and you're walking with it all the time because you haven't released and let it go yet. You need to forgive yourself for things that were and was, and move forward to what is and what will be. But your inner peace is sacred. You don't need to justify yourself. You don't need to explain yourself. And you don't need anyone's permission to do anything. You have to give all of that to yourself. If you want to be a photographer, go and be one. If you want to own a business, go and do that. If you want to get a job, go and do that. You don't need to explain your dreams, desires, goals, mission, why, legacy, calling, anything to anybody else, because they may not understand at the level that you do, because your gifts were given to you. Your soul code is written for you only. It's not for anybody else to understand, but it's great if you get the support, and obviously in the community with expansion you get that. But in life, as I mentioned previous, life goes on. There's always negative and fear and everything outside the window, but you don't have to let it infiltrate you. And it's like, you can give yourself permission to say no. You can say, no, I'm not doing that. And you don't need to explain why you're not going to the event, why you're not going to the person, why you've changed your mind. You don't need to explain to anybody. It's just no. No, thank you. Don't want to. Not doing it. Whatever it is. Give yourself permission. Because we seem to have given away our power and given it to everybody else, that we need to do X, Y, and Z, and we need to do this, that, and the other, whereas actually we don't need to do that. So the person you're becoming is truly remarkable. You are remarkable anyway, but even more truly remarkable than the version that you are right now. You are a changed person right now. And so your inner peace is sacred. You need to honour that. You need to protect it above everything, no matter the other people's feelings, thoughts, beliefs, values, or anything, because they don't get to have a say in your life unless you allow them to. Do not give the key to your brain to anybody. Mindset is crucial. It's amazing and it's incredible. Know that you can and will achieve anything you set your mind to. You get to write your future. It's entirely up to you what you do. Protect your peace, mindset, and energy above everything. Keep going always, and I'll see you on the next one.